Hello everyone, this is Adam with Transparency Pro, the game machine. Doing a video response to Kevin. Trying to figure out how to say your last name there, so sorry about that. But instead of trying to figure that, did I get a text from him? No, it's somebody else. Anyway, so yeah, I'll put his link to his channel and you guys can try to figure out how to say it because I'm not quite for sure. I don't want to butcher it. So he did a tag, and I guess I got tagged somebody else. I'm assuming it's with the same question, never been tagged before. So, at least, well, no, it's been a while. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, he wanted me to do my top 3 Nintendo games. And, you know, he told me as long as you can play on a Nintendo platform, but here's my thing. I can't pick my top 3, but I am going to choose 3 games that I feel best. Like, if I wanted to show Nintendo, somebody, like, what I think, could like show people why people like Nintendo. So the ones that mean the most, that maybe not mean the most to me, but they do have a lot of importance. So sorry I can't do a top 3, but you know, I'm going to do it this way. So anyway, so I'm going to start off with a great classic here that we all know, Super Mario Brothers 3. Now I remember this game was a lot of hype back in the day, especially when it comes to big game releases. This was the thing, and my stomach growled. But my stomach was growling for video games at the time, and this is definitely the one. It also got featured in the movie The Wizard, which was big. Which I don't even know if I even watched that when I was younger, but I watched it a lot later. But yeah, this game, the reason why we liked it is not because of the movie, but because it was an excellent game. It was like the best in the Mario series at the time. Still one of my favorites on the in the Mario series. Probably my #1 favorite, actually, because you know it had like you could have branching paths through the stages, hidden areas, flutes to take you to different worlds. I mean, it was just incredible the kind of stuff that they could do with this, and I think it still holds up because it's a classic. It's a great game. It's fun gameplay. I mean, it's easy to pick up. And you know, of course, it's tough to master as long as you keep playing it and playing it. I know my fiance really loves this game as well, so it's kind of one that's dear to my heart. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely something you should play if whatever way you can possible, as long as it's legit. Another game that really got me into a big franchise. Of course, many people have started on the NES or the SNES, but me, I didn't get into it until late to the 64, and that is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The reason why I really like this game is I never knew anything about Zelda. I just kept hearing people talk about it like it was like this greatest thing, and I was like, okay. So I got it one Christmas, and I was blown away. I mean, at the time, the graphics were incredible. Of course, now it doesn't look so great. But there is a 3DS port that looks fantastic and still retains the great gameplay. I mean, you could explore this, open world of Hyrule. You ride a horse, fight monsters. It was just really dynamic, really amazing at the time. And the story, is simple, but it's charming. It's classic. Like I said, overall, fantastic game. Really introduced me to the to these kind of like open, kind of action-ish RPG type games. Some people will say it's an adventure game, but tomato tomato. But anyways, the reason why it's a classic is just it just stands up over time. Even the graphics are not that great. Even if you play a N64, the gameplay you will find to be amazing. It's still fun to this day, definitely. And one other game I picked, some of you may not be surprised, and I'm not going to say it's one of the best Nintendo games of all time, but it's definitely something that they should be proud of, and they did really good. And to me, it really shows that everybody keeps talking about how Nintendo's out of ideas. Nintendo can't create original IPs. Nintendo can't, it just seems like all they can do is hash up Mario, Kirby, Samus, Zelda, that's all they do. But this game here proves that, they can, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles. And the reason why I picked it is for this. Like my first RPG wasn't Nintendo, it was Super Mario RPG, which led me into love a lot of RPGs. And I never got to try Earthbound because that game costs a lot of money, and I would love to have it. But this game right here, the reason why I picked this is because it proves that even in this generation, that Nintendo can still make this. This is made by Nintendo. This isn't just published by Nintendo. Their own team, Monolith Soft, actually worked on this game. And I haven't completed it. I have only 40 hours in. It's like 70, 80 hours plus. That, depending on all the side stuff you do. And it's really incredible how it's open world. And yeah, it's not in HD, but I mean, it's still a beautiful looking game for what it is. Even though the system had some limitations, I mean, it still pushed it to its limits. It shows you what is capable. It also showed you that there could be great story, and Nintendo can come up with great titles that don't just have a plumber or a guy in a green cap. I mean, it really is incredible what they did with this, and if you haven't checked it out, you really should. If it doesn't cost you too much to try to find one. I don't know how much these are going for now, but I mean, really, like I said, is it the greatest game of all time? No, but I do think that it does a lot of things that a lot of RPGs nowadays lack. Um, so yeah, I mean, definitely, like this game, definitely. So out of all these three games, I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. So, guys, I really want to know. I gotta tag somebody. So, who could I tag? I'm probably going to ask them the same question because I just kind of want to see what other people's responses. Well, I'm going to kind of word it different, I guess. But I might just go ahead and pick since I've kind of had a new friendship with this guy. I'm going to go ahead and pick Slasher JPC. I want to ask him what he thinks are the pick three games that he thinks that make Nintendo influential. 3 games that prove Nintendo has it. What makes them magical? What makes them amazing, I guess. Like, just pick 3 games, that you feel that, like, say, this is Nintendo, this is what they're about. So Slasher JPC, you're on notice. Also, check out Kevin's channel. He does all kinds of great reviews. He has this cool segment called Gaming Under 5 Minutes. Definitely check out that segment. He's doing some Let's Plays. He does a little bit of everything. So, he's a cool guy, Kevin. Check him out. I'll put his channel below because I can't say his last name to save my life. So, guys, till next time, game on.